All right, great. And we are live. Well, hey, parents, as you know, I'm Graham Matthews, and I run Empowered STEM. And Empowered STEM is a company that provides A-level chemistry revision courses for those students that want to earn an A star in A-level chemistry in less than 16 weeks. So, look, I just wanted to pop into the live stream today, and I know we're being probably multicasted over several different live stream things. But I just wanted to come in and I just wanted to carry on the conversation that we were having earlier because I think in the previous live stream we were talking about inversion thinking and how inversion thinking can help your teen, your son, your daughter earn the A star in A-level chemistry because it shows them quite clearly what they need to do to earn the A or the A star and the beliefs, the behaviors, and the capabilities for doing that, and what they need to avoid in order to earn a C, D, E, or a U. You know, the beliefs, the behaviors, and the capabilities. And I said, the idea is that from peak performance psychology, which is what we use in Empowered STEM, some people move towards and some people move away from an event. And so if your teen is wired, so that they're naturally moving towards the A or the A star, well, that's great. If on the other hand, they're wired so that they like to avoid failure, well, then they know what not to do. So anyway, what I thought I'd do is carry on the conversation. And the conversation I want to have is all about beliefs. Now, this is this is one of my favorite subjects to get into, parents. I love talking about beliefs, okay? Because quite simply put, beliefs mold, beliefs create the reality that your teen has regarding A-level chemistry, or in fact, the entire worldview. All right. And so, if, for example, and this comes from Henry Ford said, whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're right. And so, if your teen believes that they can earn an A or an A star in A-level chemistry, then they will. If they believe that they can't earn an A or an A star in A-level chemistry, well, then they won't. It's that simple because the beliefs, as you mentioned in the previous live stream, look, the beliefs dictate the behaviors, which dictate the capabilities. And so therefore it's all intertwined in, isn't it? All right. So look, what I want to do then is I want to talk about beliefs. And there's two different types of beliefs you've got. You've got empowering beliefs and you've got limiting beliefs. So an empowering belief is quite simply, it's a belief that empowers your teen, your son, your daughter, towards getting an A or an A star. And an example of an empowering belief would be something like, I can do this. I can earn an A star in A-level chemistry. I'm smart enough to earn an A or an A star in A-level chemistry. I have the capabilities of earning an A or an A star in A-level chemistry. These are empowering beliefs. Okay. A limiting belief, as we talked about last time, a limiting belief is one where they believe they can't do it. So for example, oh, I can't do A-level chemistry because it's difficult. All my friends took A-level chemistry. Oh, they got a C. They never went to medical school. It's 2 years of hard work. I'm not smart enough to do it. I don't have the capabilities. I don't have the study skills. So what's the point of trying? Right? Now, at the superficial, at the glib level, okay, this is known as the growth mindset and the fixed mindset. And if you ask your son, your daughter about, oh, at sixth form college, did they talk about the growth mindset? They'll probably roll the eyeballs like this and say, yeah, mom, dad, okay, in form time, yeah, they were talking about growth mindset and fixed mindset. It's really simple, mom, dad. It's like this. Growth mindset means you think you can do it. And I think the phrase you have to put on the end of it is yet. I can't do this yet. This is an example of growth mindset. And a limited and fixed mindset is that, oh, I can't do it. All right. Now, this comes from the work from Carol Dweck in 2000. Okay. And when she wrote the paper on it, It was actually a seminal, really good paper to read. Since then, every educator and every sixth form college out there, they picked up the growth and the fixed mindset, and they use it to go, bat your child on the head with saying, oh, you're not doing what I want you to do. Therefore, this is an example of a fixed mindset. No, your teen, your son, your daughter, well, they just have an opinion of what they want to do. All right. So at Empower STEM, what we do is this, that we go deeper, we go a lot deeper than the glib, political soundbite of a fixed and growth mindset. We actually start to apply, principles from peak performance psychology and actually explain to your son, your daughter, how to use peak performance psychology to change their belief systems. All right. And so imagine if you would, or take out a piece of paper. Here we go, right? Draw for me a rectangle like this, right? Draw for me a rectangle. In the top left corner of the rectangle is going to be beliefs and patterns. Just write down beliefs and patterns. On the top right corner, all right, write down for me potential. So it goes beliefs and patterns, top left, and then potential, top right. Bottom right is going to be actions, and bottom left is going to be results. Okay, right. So you got it? Yeah, got like the rectangle? Good. Okay. Now, this is it then. This is the power behind beliefs. Okay. And, as I said, a lot of this work comes from peak performance psychology and the coaches that I work with. All right. And so beliefs and patterns are simple. On the top left of the corner of the rectangle, right? Beliefs and patterns are simple. If you believe, right, your belief and your pattern dictate where your child is in A-level chemistry right now in terms of a grade. This is it. And so if they have a C, this means that their beliefs and their patterns are dictating that they will earn a C. If, on the other hand, they have an A or an A star, their beliefs and their patterns are dictating that they will earn an A star. You're going, what? Graham, I thought this was, A-level chemistry. It's all about like the learning of the content and the exam technique, right? True. Yeah, I mentioned this last time, pie chart, content, exam technique, academic coaching. Because we know, and this is true for anything, right? It's the 20-80 rule. All right. And so, for example, in A-level chemistry, it's 20% A-level chemistry, the mechanics of it, and it's 80% psychology. And it's the same thing with anything. It's just like nothing like, special about A-level chemistry. It's just how it is. 20% mechanics, like the content, the exam techniques, all right, year 12 and year 13, and 80% psychology, meaning the academic coaching, the peak performance psychology, the neuroscience. All right. Now then, you go, hold on a minute. Okay, so you're saying that my child has a C in A-level chemistry because of their beliefs and the patterns. Yes, I am, because this is it. If they have a limiting belief, that they can only earn a C because they're not smart enough to do A-level chemistry, they didn't do well at GCSE science, their friends took A-level chemistry and got a C, it's just not going to work out for them, then yes, they're going to lock themselves into a C. And then what happens is they start to run a pattern, kind of like a program in the mind about the beliefs that they got. It's like, well, yeah, of course they got a C on that paper. Oh yeah, of course they got a C or a couple of red tick marks on the lab practical write-up. Well, yeah, because A-level chemistry is difficult. And so what happens is this, is that the beliefs and the patterns that your teen, your son, your daughter runs in their head regarding A-level chemistry, it impacts their potential. So top right corner is potential. It impacts their potential. Now, imagine if you would, a lot of visualization of this one, right? Imagine you got two doors. On The ground floor, you've got C, D, E, and a U. And on the floor above, you've got A star. Right? You've got two doors, one at the top, one at the bottom. If your child believes that they can only earn a C in A-level chemistry, then what they've done is they slam shut the door that says A star. And they've opened the door that says C, D, E, or a U. So, because they believe they can't do it, it's difficult, they're going to get a C, the patterns start to kick in and they start to convince themselves they can't get a higher than a C. And then the potential means that they're never going to reach their top potential. It's always going to be capped at a C. And because it's capped at a C, then what happens is that their actions are now affected, which means this. They go, well, go do A-level chemistry, yeah, because it's difficult, it's hard, and we're smart enough to do it. So therefore, all I'm going to do potentially is just get a C, right? Now, action. Well, do I really want to put the 7 hours a week in on A-level chemistry, attend on my lessons, go to my help sessions, get a tutor? Oh, well, hold on. I mean, I got to do A-level maths. I got A-level biology to do. Yeah, maybe it's Friday night or it's a weekend, I'll just like skip, like skim over the textbook. Yeah, I kind of done the homework. And so the actions are affected. So then, of course, the result that they get back is a C on the test, on the exam, on the lab practical write-up. They go, well, see, look, mom, dad, I mean, it's true, isn't it? I mean, I told you I couldn't do it. And so what it is that they're stuck in this loop. It's a rectangular loop. It goes beliefs and patterns, C, limiting belief, by the way, potential, I can only get a C, close the door at the top, open the door at the bottom. Action, yeah, I'm not really gonna, put the time and the effort in. I gotta focus my efforts on something else. Results, oh, look, I got a C. Now, on the other hand, what would happen if we did this one again? So let's wipe the wipe the screen clean, draw the rectangle again, beliefs and patterns, potential, actions, results. And let's say that your son, your daughter has this empowering belief. You go, yeah, you know what? I believe that I can earn an A star in A-level chemistry. I am smart enough to earn an A star in A-level chemistry. You know, look at all the doctors out there. They all got an A star in A-level chemistry. I mean, if they can do it, I can do it as well. Right. So now all of a sudden they have this empowering belief. So now when it comes across to potential, they've opened up the door at the top on the first floor and go, yeah, I'm opened this door for an A star, and I've closed the door for a C, D, E, or a U. So now they see the potential that they can earn an A star, right? So now, what do you think that their actions are going to be like? Well, all of a sudden, they're putting in the 7 hours a week. You know, all of a sudden, they're doing the homework to understanding, they're studying for tests, revising for exams, they're spending the time and the effort to get, the top marks on the lab practical write-ups. On the weekend, they're putting time in if they need to in order to get the 7 hours of study time in outside of class time for A-level chemistry. And so when they get the paper back, well, of course, now what they've got is they've got an A or an A star. And they go, well, yeah, I mean, of course, got an A or an A star, mom, dad, because look, I believe I can get the A and the A star. And so the rectangular loop for this student is driving them to the A and the A star. Whereas the rectangular loop for the other student, and what the limiting beliefs is driving them to a C, D, E, or a U, right? So this is a continuation of this is a continuation of the inversion thinking that we talked about on the previous live stream. And again, look, this is covered in the Facebook group, the private Facebook group, in great detail. All right, but this is the continuation of it, because we mentioned beliefs last time. I know this explains it. And so parents, what I want you to think is this. I want you to have a think and go, does my child have a set of beliefs that are empowering, or do they have a set of beliefs that's limiting when it comes to A-level chemistry? Because if they have a set of beliefs that's empowering, then what they'll end up doing is that they will end up getting an A or an A star, right? I mean, it's easy. The proof is in the pudding. You know, I mean, I talk about Fatima, I talk about Rowan, I talk about Ishan, I talk about Isha, I talk about Suthri. Do you think that they had limiting beliefs? Oh, I can't do it. A-level chemistry is difficult. Or do you think that they had empowering beliefs? Yes, I can do it. I can put the time and the effort in. I can earn the A star in A-level chemistry. Right. They had the empowering beliefs, right? Now, parents, gotta be honest here, right? All the students that come into our courses at Empowered STEM, yet they don't all have empowering beliefs. Well, of course not. We have a mix of students coming in. Some students, they believe that they can do it right off the bat. Yeah, I'm going to get the A star. Let's just go. On the other hand, there's some students that come in and go, no, I can't do it. A-level chemistry is difficult. It's hard. You know, look at my friends, all got a C type thing. And so what we do is that we do actually spend some time coaching them and helping them see that the limiting beliefs is what is holding them back. Because as Henry Ford said, whether you can or whether you can't, you're right. Okay. Now look, if what I'm talking about is making sense to you, you go, actually, you know what, Graham? I like the holistic approach that you have with Empowered STEM. It isn't just about, you know, tuition. It isn't just about learning A-level chemistry. What you're doing is that you're building out. You're building out the student, and you're making sure they move from a GCSE student with the GCSE mindset to an A-level student with the A-level mindset. You're building them out with a set of study skills and strategies that they need in order to be successful in A-level chemistry. And they can take this with them to university. Okay, we mentioned this like a while back. The model is the Vesper model. Okay. Now, if what I'm saying is making sense to you based on that, and you go, yeah, right. But what I need you to do is to reach out to me. And it's really easy. Now, look, depending on which platform you're on, if you're on Instagram, you can send me a DM on Instagram. All right. If you're on YouTube, hop over to Facebook. If you're on Facebook, send us a message. Send me a DM. And it's really easy to do. Send me a DM. Oh, look, what I'll do is this, is that a member of my team will sit down with you, your spouse, and your teen on the call, all right, and they'll put together a game plan, a blueprint for you, which shows you how easily, and I mean easily, we can help your teen move from where they are in the mark book up to their predicted grade, up to aspirational grade, up to an A in year 12 and an A star in year 13 in less than 16 weeks. Okay? So, look, I hope I explained how beliefs, limiting beliefs and empowering beliefs, and the belief loop that we use in our courses at Empowered STEM. I hope I explained that for you. I hope it makes sense. All right. Everybody take care, and I'll see you on the next one.